So, if you're not aware, Klay Thompson recently just broke up with his now ex girlfriend, Megan the Stallion. And she claims he was cheating on him. She's been going crazy on the social medias. You know, her fan base is attacking Klay Thompson. But I see the bigger play here. Klay Thompson just got the Mavs the number one overall pick in this year's draft. And you might be like, what? How is that possible? Klay Thompson just completed a humiliation ritual. He embarrassed himself, his image online for the world to see so that the Mavs could get the number one pick. Easy. Jason Kidd and the Mavs organization probably, presented Klay Thompson with this idea because he was realistically, because you're not going to do it. Cooper Flag's not going to do this. He's a rookie. You know, he's still got stuff to build on. But Klay Thompson, at the end of his career, it's almost over. So I bet you the Mavs organization went to Klay Thompson and said, "Listen, you may not like this, but we have a plan. We have a plan. All you need to do is complete this humiliation ritual, and we will get the number one overall pick, and we will be good for the next 10 years." Because they got the number one overall pick last year. Nico Harrison completed the humiliation ritual. Trade and Luca, everybody was on his ass. You know. Then boom, guess what? The Mavs are gifted. Nico Harrison is gifted with the number one overall pick. Even though he eventually gets fired, still they got the pick. They got Cooper Flag, who's a stud already. He might be better than Luca, but we'll save that discussion for another day. So now, guess who's in this year's draft? AJ DeBansta. We the Mavs need AJ DeBansta. So guess what? Klay Thompson said, "Fuck it, I'll take one for the team. I'll take on the humiliation ritual. Let's do it and watch. It's gonna come." The Mavs are getting the number one overall pick, and it's all thanks to Klay Thompson. Because when has Klay Thompson ever made headlines for anything? Anything in his career. He's been in the league forever. 4 rings, never made a single headline in any situation. But now you're with Megan the Stallion, everything's going good. And then boom, guess what? The Mavericks were terrible this year. They're in the lottery. They have a chance at the number one overall pick. Klay Thompson is a prime candidate. Has the following. His girlfriend has a huge following. So it's like it's all aligns. The greater the magnitude of the humiliation, the greater the prize will be. Whether it's money, power, fame, there's many different cases of these things happening. But especially in the NBA, it's usually directed towards the number one overall pick. And they just completed that. So watch. When the Mavs get the number one overall pick, you know what happened. And it's not like Adam Silver will be opposed to this. Like, look what he did for the Spurs. The Spurs got loaded in 3 years, 3 drafts. You get Wemby, Castle, and Harper. You're set. It's over. And Carter Bryant, by the way, it's over. Adam Silver loves to bless NBA teams. Especially the ones with high potential. And the Mavericks are in a prime position. They already got a future superstar in Cooper Flag. So what's next? We're gonna give them another number one overall pick. Top three minimum. Minimum top three. Minimum. They're either getting AJ, Boozer, or Darren Peterson. At the worst, top three. But watch, that number one overall pick is going to the Mavericks. Because Adam Silver doesn't care about fairness and everybody being good. No, like look what he did for the Spurs. He gave the Mavs the number one overall pick last year. He was like, "Fuck it, give it to the Mavs." They had a 1% chance last year. Are you crazy? They were never supposed to get that. But Nico Harrison really wanted Cooper Flag. They sent the call in, humiliation ritual, get Luka out of there, worst trade in NBA history, quote unquote. Nico gets fired, but guess what? Mavs get the number one overall pick. The same thing is going to happen this year. Klay Thompson, canceled, cheated on his girlfriend. He's a horrible guy. Oh my God. Klay. But now look, Mavs, number one overall pick. It's like it's written. It's so easy to point out. But and if it's not one, top three minimum. Watch. I'm willing to put. I'll put money on it actually. When that prop drops, oh my God, it's the freest cash ever. So shout out to Klay Thompson. I don't know how many people in the league would be willing to do this. Would be willing to do this for their team. But Klay Thompson's a real one. He got four wings, sacrifices Achilles to win another one in Golden State, and now he's sacrificing his image to bring the Mavs a dynasty. Shout out to you. You're a real one.